Hello, hello. I'm finally here. Oh, I'm just having an issue with my chair. I dropped my pen. Oh, dear Lord. Got hair in my mouth. How are we? Just a warning. I've been in a mood for like 4 days. I don't know whether it's because I've been taking my thyroxine and I've got all this extra brain power and energy, but I just have the naughty voice every waking moment, and I've been causing havoc everywhere. Yeah, a mood. It's been hilarious. Anyway, hi everybody. I can't explain it. I don't know what's going on. I'm blaming the thyroxine. But it's good to be happy, isn't it? Like, I would rather be like this than, you know, sad and depressed and, you know, it's better. I'm going to say hi to everyone. We got 2 new members. Jackie Jude, hello, and thank you so much. And Josie, become a new member. That's so cool. Thanks, guys. I really do appreciate it. And Ray, I subbed up to you and I watched your video of the puppy crying that was on the game. Remember that? Yeah, I remember. Guys, I don't know how serious this is going to be today because I seriously can't. I seriously can't be serious right now. I don't know what's wrong with me. Suzanne Sutherland, I deliberately went like 2 minutes. How late was I, Suzanne? She would have had the clock on me for sure. Was I like 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 20 seconds late? Oh my God. I know she sits there saying, oh, she's going to be late. She's going to be late. I know she is. So I didn't want to disappoint her. So I just didn't click that live button until I knew I was just a tiny bit over. Bet my kettle to boil. Hi, Aussie True Crime and Ray. My lovelies. Lawton Girl. Josie again. Welcome. Miss Justice. I know, we're not having another big break like this. I'll explain what's been going on in a second when I say hello. 2 minutes, 20 seconds. There you go. That's how late I was. And I knew she'd be sitting there with me. I just know. How late was Sharon? Yeah. Hi, Lisa Jones. How are you? And Suzanne's feeling much better, so that's good. Yeah, I am getting better. You wouldn't believe it took me 40 minutes to feed the bloody lizard. She was so slow today, which of course she would be because I had a live scheduled. Oh, the puppies. For those who haven't seen the community post or the photos in Discord, yes, Miss Nala, what a little trooper she is. So her temperature dropped Wednesday morning at 7:30 in the morning. And I don't know who was here, but Penny said 12 hours after the temperature drops, she will have puppies. So I went over. The girls actually thought everything had stopped, and it was just like Braxton Hicks and, you know. And Layla went off to camp that morning, and it was just me and hubby, and I went over. I let him get his own dinner, and I went over about 6:30, and I said, I bet you any money she has a puppy by 7:30. Just going on Penny's information, and you wouldn't believe it, I was 10 minutes out. She had her first puppy at 7:40, and one by one, because, oh, hi, New Orleans lady, welcome. Yeah, so they had the scan like 4 or 5 days before to find out exactly how many puppies were in there. So obviously, you know, when she's having them, how many to expect. Oh my God. Layla Bickham, get out of here. You don't do that. She's a naughty girl. She shouldn't be in our chat. She's not home, so I can't go up to the house and say, get out of here. Little bugger. You're not funny. So Layla, we've got Georgia for the weekend too, guys. So both girls are over at Shelby's. Shelby told me to. Shelby's going to get a kick up the butt as well. You're not funny. So the two girls are over at my daughter's house right this minute, meeting the baby puppies and everything. And they're going to cause my chat havoc. They think they're as funny as I think I'm funny, guys. So it sort of is a little bit of karma coming right back at me right now. Oh, dear. Yeah, so anyway, she had the 5 puppies because that's what the scan said. The scan said there's definitely 5, but there might be 7. Don't encourage her, Josie. I don't like them being in here. Anyway, they'll leave. I can tell by how many are in the chat to Layla. Becca, get out of here. We are going now, Shaz. Love you. See what I have to put up with, guys? We're going. My God. You need to take your last name off there too, Petal. That's not cool. You don't do that. Get out of here. Right now. I'm going to go in there and block her. This is bad when you've got to block your own family. I don't know how this works. Is she gone? Layla Bickham, I'm going to put her in timeout. Will that take her last name out of there, guys? Do any of the mods know? I just don't want her last name up there. I just put her in timeout. They must be gone because we just went down in chat numbers. I did by accident, Suzanne. See, she's got a memory like an elephant. Yeah, so the vet that said there was no puppies to begin with, and we were all devastated, ended up doing the scan, not a scan, an X-ray, like 4 days before she was due, because they didn't want to take her like on an hour, well, 2-hour round trip ride to the other town for an x-ray. So they just went up here and had it done, and they were told there were 5 puppies. There might be 7, but definitely 5. So after the 5th puppy, we knew that there was definitely more because she was still pushing and digging and carrying on. Yeah, we'll never, ever go back up there again, Suzanne. It's so bad. Like, how can they get 5 and 11 mixed up? Like, I don't understand. You know, what if some was stuck in there and we had no clue, sort of thing? Really, really bad. So yeah, she ended up delivering at 3:40 a.m. with 11 all up, and the more she kept having, the more nervous I was getting, because, you know, with a lot of dogs, when they have huge litters like that, sometimes a couple don't survive, and but no, they're all super healthy and everyone's doing good. So I can show you guys a picture. Where are they? Oh no, I can do it on my community, can't I? Yeah, we'll do that for people who haven't seen them. And she's been such a good mama, doing all the right things. This is her, like, she was still actually delivering at this time in this photo. And that was getting towards the end, but there was still more to come. So they're just adorable. But I keep thinking, like, 3 weeks' time, you know, how gorgeous it's going to be watching 11 little ones running around, and it's just going to be amazing. Yeah, Miss Justice, I think the girls just wanted to get through having them, and, you know, and they'll probably I know they're definitely going back up there to see him, to say, like, how could you get this so wrong? But anyway, Shelby, after that first scan and they said there's no puppies in there, she drove her to Young, which is an hour away, to another vet, and that's when they said, no, there's definitely heaps of puppies in there. Like, don't stress, it's all good. And they all had little heartbeats and everything. And yeah, the first one was the biggest, Suzanne. It was a little boy, and the only way I can describe, like, it's been years and years since I've seen a puppy being born, but the best way for me to describe it, after she cleaned him up and everything, oh my God, when he made the first little yelpy noise, you should have seen Nala's face. You know how they do the sidewards thingo and, like, confused. It was the cutest thing ever. Yeah, he was like a turtle trying to get back to the water when it's on the sand. He was just straight away, instantly looking for a boob, and it just brought everything back, how nature, animals, it's just amazing how they know, you know. who had 16 puppies? No, she had 11. Lisa Jones, 11 all up. Yeah, so she's doing super good in her mummy duties, and she was super sweet through the whole delivery. Like, I've mainly had little dogs like Maltese Terriers. I used to breed King Charles Cavaliers, and when I had 2 of them that I used to breed, and when they would go into labour, they would squeal and yelp, and it was so scary, and very, very vocal during labour. But Nala didn't yelp one time. She would sort of give these little type grunts. And Suzanne's dog had 16 puppies. I didn't see that. Wow. I've never heard of so many. Seriously, I never have. Great Dane had 16. Holy shit, Suzanne. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, she just sort of took it in a stride. We took turns rubbing it back, and she was just happy if we sat with her. If one of us got up and started walking around, she would want to follow us. So we all just sort of had to sit there with her, and she was happy as Larry. Hi, the real Gigi. How are you? Yeah, I can't believe 16. But Great Danes are super big, aren't they? I'll get more pictures. Like, there's more on my Facebook Messenger that the girls have sent me, but there's a couple that are super, super white, and some that are darker golden than others. And yeah, it's just been really, really bonding for everybody, I think. The girls are exhausted though. When they were weaned, I put them in a baby pram and took to the local pet shop. On the way there, a guy stopped and looked and then said they must take after their dad. Oh my God. Oh, that is so cute. She wasn't the big breed, Suzanne. Yeah, so it was a long 24 hours. And poor Ashley had to go to work the next day, and that's crazy. Yeah, so no thanks to the vet from 5 to 11. And we've got, I think I just said that, didn't I? George is here. I had to go over and pick her up yesterday afternoon, so she's here for the weekend. And as you know, they're all over at Shelby's right now, giving me grief. I think they're gone though, because the numbers went down. I know, real Gigi. We're not having breaks like that again. Just in real life, I've been super busy. I was going to go live yesterday, and when Georgia wanted to come over, I had to get the room ready and just get organised. Yeah, it was. I was sort of not there because I thought there would, that Nala wouldn't be okay. It was more for the girls because I knew that they'd be freaking out and scared and all that sort of stuff. Sharon's been super busy giving up ciggies. Yeah, nah. But I am going to start back on my Champix on Monday, Suzanne. And I've been eating super healthy and do you know what? The last time I went on this exact same healthy way of life, I don't call it a diet because if I want something, I still have it. But I cut out like all the bad snacks and carbs, and virtually I just try to eliminate carbs, and I have lots of veggie smoothies and stuff like that, and try and be a bit more active. Because when we're away, I could not believe, firstly, the sight of myself in a full length mirror and just how yuck, like I felt totally yuck all the time. Like just moving around, you can tell the difference. And it was starting to really, really get to me. And that will trigger off more and more anxiety and stuff. So when I did this last year, I lost like 12, 13 kilos, but mentally, I could not believe, it was like I was awake. You know, instead of this horrible, cloudy, I can't even get my head around it. But it's like when you have good gut health, and I've been looking into it and researching it, your brain actually works from your gut. So when your gut's healthier, I know, Miss Justice, and you've been giving me incentive as well. You're doing amazing. It does. Mentally, I don't know how it works, but you do feel so much better. Like I was getting to the point where I could feel it just getting up off the lounge, you know, and even that would be like, oh God, you've got to do something about this. And already, like I've been blaming the thyroxine for being in this weird mood, but I think it's because my brain has woken up again because I'm eating and drinking better, and I've cut out all the soft drink again and just on water or diet cordial just to give it a little bit of flavour, cups of ice, things like that. And it's amazing how different mentally you feel as well as in your body. So I encourage everyone, if you're feeling a little bit down or whatever, just have a look into gut health and how it can affect your brain, because I didn't know this. But after last time, I totally agree. Yeah, Miss Justice has lost 15 pounds and she's going to the gym and doing 2-hour workouts and weights and everything. Look, I'm not a gym person. I say I'm not a gym person, but I've never ever done it and given it a go. But I'm happy with walking and during the day just trying to be more active rather than just sitting all day. And I go off steps and things like that. But yeah, it's amazing how different you can feel. Even 5 kilos that I lost was a disaster by cutting out carbs and sugar. Don't overdo it. Yeah, it backfired on you big time, didn't it, Suzanne? That sort of triggered off how you went down the other day, a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, and you are in less pain. Isn't that bizarre? I can't believe I'm in less pain working out than I normally am with the arthritis and fibromyalgia. I actually broke down in the gym the other day because I was so overwhelmed that I could do that much. Exactly. It's crazy, isn't it? When they say keep your body moving, you really need to. because it does actually, your body hurts less if you're more active and using it. Yeah, we all need to give her some clapping hands and love, because she really inspired me to get back on track with her little messages. And yeah, great job. I'm so proud of you. Oh, that's good, the real Gigi. But people often think, like, I've had back surgery and stuff as well. I had a laminectomy, and there are a lot of things I can't do. And I know I could go to a gym and they can customize it so I can do stuff, but I'll only get anxious and freak out. And I'm worried that if I do that, then I'll just quit everything. So I'm just going to keep walking and doing things this way, because I know it works. I used to bodybuild in my 20s. Oh my God, Miss Justice. And almost competed, so my muscles must have memory. They say they do, don't they? Yeah, I put a probiotic in my shakes, the real Gigi, in my smoothies. Yeah, well, I could say I do intermittent as well, Jackie Jude, because I'm hopeless with regular. Like, I can't get up and do breakfast. I'm one of those people. And even with the smoothies, I can't have a smoothie as soon as I wake up. So I might go, like, just being normal, I might have the last thing to eat at 7 p.m. at night and then not eat till like midday the next day. So maybe it is a bit of intermittent. I've just never been a morning eater. Or yeah, Suzanne, yours was it triggered everything off, didn't it, when you changed your diet the other week? Yeah. Well, I only ever drink like no sugar Coke or Pepsi Max or whatever, but I don't drink the ones that are like full sugar. But I think with my body, whatever is in Coke and Pepsi and all that, it does play with something that triggers pain around my knees and hips and stuff, because whenever I cut it out altogether, I don't have any pain. It's bizarre. I don't get keto, Miss Justice. Like, there's so much protein, isn't there? I just don't see how healthy it can be to eat bacon and eggs all the time and all that protein. Your cholesterol went way up? Yeah, that's what I thought too. Oh, Mr. The real Gigi, that's how I had been. And I know there's a lot of lifestyle, like a lot going on in my life, but I'm transparent with you guys, and I say how I've been getting anxious and just weird. Yeah, it's like a wallowing, isn't it? It's hard to explain. Like, even, I don't know, some days I'll sit there and argue with myself about going and hanging out a load of washing. Like, do it now, get over and done with, blah, blah, blah. And then, oh no, it'll be right. You know, you just sort of, whereas now I'm like on the ball again. Oh, let's get that done. And I don't have that wallowing sort of thing. Brandy knows how I've been the last few days. Don't you, Brandy? Guys, I've been so bad, haven't I, Brandy? I've been given poor Ernie, not poor Ernie Show, he deserves everything he gets, but I've been giving him shit big time. I got timed out. My record so far is I've been timed out 6 times in one live of Ernie's because the guy's a douchebag. Like, seriously, a big time nutter who needs to get gone. He is a liar, and we all know what I think of liars. I was taking a damn supplement when I was exercising. Yes. I've been taking, so I buy products in Australia from The Healthy Mummy, it's called. The Healthy Mummy, they have an app and you can track everything and meal plans, exercise plans and videos. Everything you ever need is in this app. And they sell all the products, like all your protein, they've got this amazing one called Super Greens. And it's like a concentrated powder, and you just put a spoonful in a smoothie. But yeah, I do that too. I add probiotic and fresh fruit in them as well. Like today I've got mango, but I've got every frozen fruit under the sun in the freezer right now. Hubby's like, where am I going to put my bacon? I'm like, dude, there is a chest freezer in the laundry. Go knock yourself out in there. Oh, he's a bloody nutter. Suzanne, he drives me insane. But yeah, so he's been doing quite a few lives the last few days. So I've been in there I'm not nasty. I don't think I'm nasty because you all know I'm super sweet and nice. Hey, I just go in there and throw out things. Just being like an Aussie, a full Aussie smartass is how I can describe it. And then yesterday, people in the chat are like, just block Down Under. Just block her. We're sick of her. And I was like, oh my God. And then I was in there the other day. I don't know who else might have been in there, but that was the day I got timed out 6 times. And Hurricane Camille was in there as well. And we were just having the best time ever. Like, just been annoying. Ernie Shell. I'm going to show you in a minute who Ernie Shell is. Ernie Shell he was originally I think he's still part of it. I do not fully get it. And I'm glad I don't. He was in Predator Hunter Nation. You know the guy with the cowboy hat, Josie? Him. He's always on somebody's panel and he talks shit all the time. And he's a scammer, like full legitimate scammer. Oh my God, Jackie Jude. I bumped into Sharon late night in PG's chat. We had both hit rock bottom and were bored. I know. That was like on Monday or Tuesday, wasn't it, Jackie? And Celeste got blocked. She messaged me. No, you ended up getting blocked, didn't you? Because Celeste messaged me and she's like, can you see Jackie? And I said, no. And in the chat, She said, I think Jackie's been blocked. But we just stayed in there being little shits to Prayer Garden. Oh, here's her cane. She's my partner in crime. She was in there with me and Ernest. Great to see you, Kane. We're just talking about our little time out episodes the other day in Ernest Shell's Live. It was just good fun. But we weren't nasty, were we? We were just like annoying. And to be real, if they want to come over here and be annoying to me, like, we can cope with it. But some of the people in the chat were just like, just block Down Under. Just block her. And I just cracked up so much because then I would reply with, oh my God, why would you want to block me when I'm being so nice? Like, I'm being super sweet. They're like, oh my fucking God, get rid of her. I know, we were just laughing our head off. Yeah, Jackie got blocked in Prayer Garden. Do you guys, are you starting to get the drift of, that's why I had to invent. Oh, you were Celeste. Are you kidding me, Jackie? I didn't even realize that. Oh my God, I'm a dumbass. I did not know that. That's why I had to invent Celeste. Oh my God. I get it now. That makes sense to me. I thought there were 3 of us. See how gullible I can be? You got a warning. Yeah, I know. I'm still not blocked in Ziggy's. Nah. Ziggy's going through it right now by the look of it, guys. What does Susan say? We don't all have to agree, but I was annoyed about some of the Candice interview. Which one, Suzanne? I didn't realise that at all. I thought Celeste was like, oh, Jackie's gone because she was blocked. No, I didn't know. Yeah, you got to do quite a bit to get blocked in Ziggy's. I've been listening to it just because there's no one else to harass. That's why we're in Prayer Gardens the other night, because we were bored as shit and I couldn't go live. I think that might have even been, I don't know why. Who is the little boy? Oh, sorry, Trisha. I will get to that in a second. They don't know I ride dirty. Yes, I know. Yeah, but I'm not dirty, horrible. Like, I see some people go into chats to really, really lay the boot in and be really, really horrible and abusive in a really, I can't do that. I can't be super horrible, nasty, because I wouldn't like someone to come in here and do it to me and call me all the names under the sun and stuff. I just ask and comment on things that I feel are funny and that need answers. I heard they are comparing Summer's case to Casey Anthony's. Really? I love Donnie, but I'm not in love with him. Yeah, I know, Miss Justice. I actually was doing George's room and I'd been in in there for a while, and I just sat down and noticed that Cam and Ali were live. So I flicked over to them, and I must have only just come in because I didn't see the whole thing of Candice being on there. I only come in when she said that, and I had to sit on the bed for a second because I felt for Cam and Ali that they just were gobsmacked. They didn't know what to say, pardon me, or how to come back from that. But yeah, I'm sure she'll have a conversation with Don, and you know, that's between them guys. They'll work it out one way or another. You know, they're grown adults. But how many couples do you see that have gone through this sort of situation with the death of a child in any way, whether it's a kidnapping, a murder, a natural passing? It happens to so many couples that just destroys what they used to be. And I can understand that. Like, her and BK going to get together now? No, I don't think so, Miss Justice. No. Like, that's BK relationship with Candice is so much like BK is with every other female on YouTube. I'm not speaking for Benny. I'm just saying, you know, if he thinks he can help you in some way, if you reached out to him, I think he would try and help you. And I think he just, you know, she's another mate type thing, in my opinion. Hi, Duchess. How are you? I know, it's great watching Cam, like, be more comfortable with himself being on YouTube and just relaxing a bit. I agree, the real GG, it's lovely. It's great to see you, Duchess. Yeah, well, before she went on Cam and Ali's, that's where I was. She was on the panel with, okay, so there's another channel. And Duchess, it was you that's mentioned it. She was on the panel with Predator of Predator Hunter Nation, okay? So his name's Jamie. I'll show you guys because he needs subs as well. Duchess, Miss Justice, can you share Miss Justice, can you please share Duchess's channel link, please? Predator Hunt. Oh, Jesus. So he's got 904 subs. Oh, he must have took yesterday's one down. Hang on, we'll go to videos. Two days, 1 day. So Candice was on panel with Predators of Predator Hunter Nation with Jamie. The guy's name's Jamie, and he's really trying to bring more awareness to Ernie Shell and co. and how they're scammers. Anyway, Candice was up on panel here with Jamie, and there were a few people in the chat that really give her a hard time, and she got so upset and was crying and stuff, which is horrible to see for anybody. But the things people were saying were not cool. She totally broke down in tears, and it was horrible. I hate when people think guys and girls can't be buds. Most my friends are guys. Yeah. And when you think about it for Candice, how many people have fakely, conned her, as in, I want to be a friend, let's Prayer Garden, Jenna, Denise Mitchell, who passed away. Like, it's endless how many people have selfishly formed a friendship with her only to turn around and stab her in the back. Now, before people start saying, oh, you're a Don and Candice sympathiser and, F you and all the rest of it, it's not that at all. I just want to make this clear because I'm sick to death of people saying it over and over again. And I've been more cemented in this way of thinking since Cleo and her abduction. Like, it has pushed me so far out of the accusatory frame of mind because it can happen. If someone can come into a tent while both parents are sleeping a metre away from their babies, absolutely it can happen. I'm sick of hearing people say, oh, it's not possible, didn't happen, as if someone would go up on that hill. Like, come on. It could happen. How do they not know that someone has spotted Summer in town that day and they've just slyly followed them home or whatever? Nobody knows. So can I lay in the boot into Candice and or Don saying, yeah, they absolutely did it. I don't believe a word they say, blah, blah, blah. Ever since Cleo, I haven't been able to go down that road. It doesn't mean I'm protecting them or I'm going to, transfer them $100 or anything like that, but I've got an open mind and I just can't and don't feel until there's some sort of charges laid or some evidence, I can't do it. But it's amazing, how many people do live, 2 or 3 lives a day. Let's do 2 or 3 lives and talk about Don and Candice as if they've 100% done it. I just think that's lame, and you are milking it if that's what you're doing. Just my opinion. And I do get really bothered by it now. But someone like Ernie Shell, who not only pretends he's an advocate for Summer Wells, he's doing it on a major scale, that he's working all these campaigns and programs and bringing predators to light. There is not one scrap of evidence that he has ever helped one person. I can't do Candice all, but glad she has Benny as a friend, as I couldn't do that. But imagine, like, I can't turn off the what if. If they didn't, what this woman has gone through. And I'm not saying they're angels as parents, either of them. Hell no. I'm not defending their poor parenting skills. I'm not defending anything. I'm just saying I'm having an open mind to everything. But Suzanne, at first, I was like, hell no, they did something. Like I did it with Cleo Smith. It was like I was convinced from the second day, oh, they've definitely done something with her. Like, how could they get there in the dark and put up that tent and have dinner and get that child in to sleep at 8 p.m. when they didn't get there till 6:30, all that sort of stuff. Like, and I was so wrong. And that's when I started thinking about Summer all the time, thinking it absolutely is possible that someone has just snatched her. It doesn't mean that is what has happened. But am I going to sit here and do 3 lives running Candace and Don down? When you give me some proof, it might be a different story. Yeah, they are. And I think, you know, the old saying, if you're with someone, you know, for a long time, you ended up being like that person. I think they're toxic for each other, to be honest. Like, we've all seen it. We've seen them both intoxicated and whatever online. There's still what ifs, but why did they act so bloody stupid with the missing child? I have no idea, Suzanne. You know, with all the, you look at Michael Vaughan's case and how his mum has conducted herself and everything, it just comes back to their socio-economic type of things and the way they were raised. And I don't know. It's crazy. I know what you're saying, though, 100%. This case has made me bipolar. Yeah. Like, I can remember months and months ago, guys, where I absolutely detested. I've actually gone back to that. But anyway, I detested Cher and Mr. Cher because they were so lovely to Don and Candace. Okay? And I was like, how could you? Like, they murdered their daughter. What on earth are you doing? But as the months have gone on and the day after day has gone on and Cleo happened and everything else, now I still detest them because, not because of that, but because they're so dramatic and trying to now make out like they know it all and they know Don and Candace did it. Like, they're too all over the place for me. They're trying to get any narrative that's going to give them views. And it's as simple as that. I now believe Don didn't do anything to do with it, but I'm pretty sure Candace did. Gut instinct. I'll apologise if it's found out they aren't guilty. Yeah. I honestly can't pick it anymore. That's why I've got to have an open mind. I really do, guys. But people don't like other people having an open mind. They want you to join with that narrative and just be on a team. You guys have stood by me when I switched moods and opinions. We'll always be here for you, the real Gigi. That's what it's all about, Lisa. We can all have our judgments and opinions. What are those symbols? Yeah, Duchess, I was going to ask you that. Did we share justices? I can't talk properly. And Duchess has been doing some amazing work and videos on missing little ones, and I've been trying to share them. I really hoped we would have some sort of answers by now. I know. And I think that's it's the same with Oren and Awesome West. It's 14 months. What's the date today? Yeah, 14 months. And nothing. Like, how can it be? How can there still be nothing with Michael Vaughan? Not a thing that we know of. How do they just disappear? Yeah, we can only hope. You're right, Suzanne, that law enforcement are just putting their ducks in a row. Oh my God, Jackie Jude. I've been saying that. I might actually message, not that I think he'll have it, but I've got like a virtual friend, Brandon, and he does a podcast. He is amazing. It's called, hang on, I'll get it. 911 Music City. So he in his real life, he is a real life 911 dispatch operator. And now I can't find it. He changed his logo. I'm just in my app trying to find it. And he plays Music City 911, a true crime podcast. And he works out of Nashville. And I haven't messaged him in a couple of months to see whether... So we've all heard the 911 calls where the dispatcher is speaking to law enforcement with someone's disappearance. But what I think will be enlightening is to actually hear the call that Don and Candace individually made when Summer went missing. I think that'll be really, really interesting to hear them calls, because they both said they called. But yeah, it's been, I don't know, could even be 3 months since I messaged him to see if he knew if it was out or not. Oh, the real Gigi. I'm proud of all my girls with channels and comments in chats. Proud to be your friends. You are very intelligent ladies. No, it's amazing, the networking when we all have these interests in common and how we can all learn off each other. You know, different perspectives. And like, I love the fact that you guys can say something and it just makes you think of things in a different way. Yeah, you want the 911 calls too, the real Gigi. Yeah, I do too, Suzanne. Because I don't, with the lurking, I think every single creator and sub does it. It's what we do on. But give this guy Predator of Predator Hunters Nation. I'll put his link in the chat. He's really in a fight to expose Ernie. And there's, hang on, I don't know if you guys have seen this lady. Oh, what did I do? Jeez, I did it in the search bar. She's another anti-Ernie channel, as you can see. If you'd like to fight this good fight. Yes, so Ernie's new channels Rescue Our Children, and that's where we've been causing a bit of havoc in there every time he goes live. It's so fun. So this lady's crafting through True Lies, and she's got 808 subs. I did just want to promote people that are promoting getting rid of Ernie. But that's what I was going to tell you guys before. When Hurricane and I were in Ernie's live the other day, getting timed out every 3 seconds. This is Ernie's channel. I'm not going to say that. That's against terms of service to say that. This guy is a total nut job. Oh, he's live. Let's have a little look at this.
We're good, bud? Yep, just pull up to the exit gate and it'll open. Copy, brother. Thank you.
He is sickening. Oh, I wonder if he's, I've got to show you guys something. Where's his community post? Where's all his shit gone? Are you kidding me? Everything on his community post is gone. So yesterday, the dick puts up these photos, right, of the inside of this $500,000 camper, you know, with high-tech screens and all this shit, and trying to make out that that's where he's living right now while he's on his crusade of, you know, rescuing children. Hi, Johnny Kramer. Welcome. It's great to see you. Thanks for dropping in. He got cut off today? Really? So he put these photos on his community page saying this is, you know, the way he's living right now in this high-tech bloody van thing. And Penny did a quick reverse Google type thing and tracked it down on Google. I wish I knew the keyword she typed in so I could show you what it looked like. And he obviously got it off Google Pics. And the lady that I just shared the link for, Crafting Through True Lies. So in his live yesterday, he played, pardon me, oh, this is it. Hang on, we've got to have a look at this. So after he put on his community page that he's in this high-tech van and, you know, it's super slick and easy, a couple of $100,000 worth type situation, this is what he goes live with after it. Hang on, I'm just trying to find where it was.
You didn't, did you?
This is what he
I'll tell you something you
shows.
didn't expect to see.
There's a camper bed.
You didn't expect to be seeing the bed like this, did you?
No, dickhead. Turn the lights on, Ernie.
You didn't expect that, did you?
Nope. Where's your big van?
You see, I put a picture up. What you do? You expect the FBI to show up or something? You expect the FBI for the computer system or something? Oh, I actually seen somebody in chat.
I actually think he's in a horse float or something, and he would not turn the lights on. And I kept saying, can you turn the lights on? Like, and everyone's saying, where's the electricity? Why can't you show us inside this van? Now, secondly, have a look at this little video he played, right? See this video? This is supposedly him and his team at work that day doing this shit. Anyway, to get to the point, Crafting Through the Lies has the exact same video. Fancy that. And it shows that that water thing. I don't know what you call them. Crafting Through the Lies showed that video within minutes of him playing this, and it's total fake. He is more than a dreamer. He is. If you're in that big van, in an awesome multi-million-dollar van like that, would you not turn the lights on and show people? Not just a photo on a community page? Like, guys, he lives in a van down by the river. It didn't even look like a van, though. He wouldn't turn the lights on, and all the walls were black. And he's on a little camper thing. And someone bought him that little mattress because he thanked them in this video. Like, the guy is a full-on whack job. You think he lives on, hi, Lawton girl. How are you? Hi, Joya. He was uninvited in someone else's van, bus, camper, or whatever it was. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's totally on Trisha's level. Ernie and Trisha sitting in a tree. Oh, pardon me. Oh, I just got a lump of mango. Yeah, so it's been entertaining giving this guy a bit of grief because people like this deserve grief. But yeah, he does not. If you can see me scrolling across here. Look, I'm just going to play a little bit more because I want to see if his other live that he did a few hours before this one is on there, because if you can hear how down he is.
Since I've been here, I didn't see them pull up.
You know, we got to film that. I thought it was something else. But I ain't got much long on here, guys. So I've
Here's
got
Brandy in
a
the
lot
chat.
of work to do. Guys, you gave me a hell of a lot of ideas, but you know, just to be honest with you, there's nothing we can do here. There's nothing really. When
It's bad,
you know,
guys.
I know we fight, we get mad at each other. We are who we are. But remember, guys, we're all human. You know, we can get mad at each other. But I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I wouldn't. I'll be supplying you some more videos and footage. But guys, if you guys only knew what was coming around the corner. I wish I could just say, hey, kicking up dust. Hey, let me tell you. Let me talk to you a second. I can't.
So he kept going on and repeating over and over and about how bad it is. But he wouldn't clarify what was going to be so bad. Like people in the chat, he was literally scaring the shit out of, because they couldn't decipher whether he meant the war is getting bad or his fake, or he was referring to his work is getting really bad. It was just bizarre, like totally, you know. And I'm sitting in the chat thinking, watching all the comments of ladies starting to freak out. And I just wanted to, oh my God, I was getting so angry because he's playing these people and they're getting upset and worried about what's this bad shit that's coming. He sure is, Joya. I think you were in there. Were you in this live, Joya, when he was doing this? But there are literally, I can't remember how many were in there at the time. And you can't see after it, can you? But anyway, so many women. What is happening? YouTube or the border? Wouldn't wish what? Like, what's getting bad? Be safe out there. Please be safe, Ernie. It's getting bad. Like all this stuff of ladies. What's getting bad? Like border control contract. Like they're just, it's unnecessary to be freaking people out like that. So this is where, can you guys see this? This is his supposed van. See that? That's supposedly where he's living right now, in that van. In the third, as soon as I take, in the third video that's 4028 in that thumbnail, that's supposedly what he's living in. But why can he not turn on a light and show people when he's on a live? Now I'm just trying to find, no, 5 hours ago. He did one just, I'll see if it's this one.
I can endure it for a little bit, man. Once we get up in there, we'll be okay, yo. Down. Good deal. Thank you, guys. First off, let me apologize. I don't like to let my temper get to me, but when you're hurting people who are sick and
no, he took the one down. He did just prior to that, early in the morning. And he was high as a kite. And I wanted to play a bit of it because if you watch and listen to him in that one, where he's screaming at me, actually 6 Up come in just after I was in there being a smart ass, and he's saying, come up here, Down Under, come on, come up here and say what you want to say. And you wouldn't believe it, within 3 minutes, 6 Up's in the chat. And she actually wasn't being a smart ass though. She just said a couple of comments, which I didn't think were that bad. They weren't as bad as I was being. And then he was at both of us. He's like, come on, Down Under. Come up here and tell us what you really think. And then he was saying the same thing to 6 Up. He did too, Grammy. It was like the 3 of us were copping it. There's no way in hell I would get on Ernie's panel. Never in a lifetime would I want to converse with him one-on-one. And he kept saying, don't be scared. I'm not scared of you, dude. I literally am not scared of shit like that. Yeah, he is live right now. Like all these titles, Voices for the Children Task Force, the hidden networks. Oh my God. You were being bad. I wasn't being bad. But it's fun. But bad, Grammy, but not vicious. Or like I sort of sit on a fine, like my son used to say when he was in high school, he was a little bit like me in school, where he was like, it's like you're the class clown type situation. And Benny is my boy, my son. He would get in trouble, but he said, I said, why don't you ever get incident slips, or why do they never ring us or whatever? And he said, because you've got to know when to stop and how far to go, Mum. So I'm a little bit like that. I sort of push and push and push, but, you know, I don't get super vicious and nasty and stuff that Sharon, she's only ever scared of me. Yeah, I am. Suzanne is the only one who frightens me because I know how she thinks. You've never been blocked or timed out. Tiffany Marie blocked me, but I'm unblocked now because I can see her again. She was the first one that ever blocked me. I wasn't sad at all. But yeah, I can see her in chats now. So she actually come into Ernie's not last night, the night before when I was going to town. He's saying, get up here, down under. Tiffany Marie come into the chat as well. Because he was saying Tiffany Marie would be too, he was going on and on, like really, really hyped up, high as a kite. And it was all, he was running down AB, Tiffany, Benny, Griff, like anyone he could think of. He was just going apeshit. And I was like, I'm pretty sure these people are not scared of you. I know for a fact Tiffany Marie is not scared of him. And you wouldn't believe it, but 2 seconds later, here she is in the chat and she's calling him out as well. Yeah, so just don't believe the shit that he's pouring out of his mouth, guys. Please. Yeah, that's it, Suzanne. He used to always say, you've got to know when to stop. And it's not that I stop. I just sort of sit just in that realm of PG blocked me. Oh, yeah, well, she did block you, but I didn't know you're freaking Celeste. I'm never going to forget that now. I can't believe I didn't realise that because you messaged me. Oh, that's so funny to me. I asked him, why does he have to call her a bitch? Exactly, Grammy. Holly Berry, you're right. He does call out women way, way more than he does the guys. All the time. Hang on, guys. Oh, hubby just come in and give me, I've got to turn this aircon on, it's a bit hot in here. He's just brought me up his little list of bets to put on. He's a big spender, guys. $5 each way on two races. It just gives him something to watch on TV for the afternoon, waiting for his races to come up. He doesn't know how to do it on his phone, so I do it for him. Remember that time I lost him, was it 700 or 7,000? Because I forgot to put it on. Remember that day, guys? Yes, Jackie Jude, you go, girl. Maybe I should make an account as a man. Nah, it's fun getting blocked. I can't believe they haven't blocked me though, Jackie Jude, on Ernie's. They just timed me out for like 3 minutes and I'm back again. It's just like being in slow mode. But then you come back with, oh, but I'm always really nice in here. And they feel sorry for you, so they just let you go. And then you go, bam, and hit them with another smart-ass one. Some people don't get my humour whatsoever. I'm just glad the humour's back because it does make things better. Okay, we're going to be serious for a little bit because I want to show you guys. I don't know if you have all heard about this little fella. I don't think they've actually released his name as yet. It's so sad. I come across it last night. I was going to go live last night before Suzanne gets up me about that. Brandon Toastland is the guy who did it. So this little girl in Nevada was given a note by her mum that morning before she went to school. And her mum said, give this to your teacher when you get into class, which the little girl did. And the note said that the mum was being held against her will in the house, and she hadn't seen her 4-year-old son since the 11th of December. It's either the 10th or the 11th of December. And that triggered the school police to notify law enforcement. And they arrive at the house at the same time. He is leaving with the mother. And so they detain him straight away. They put him in handcuffs and stuff. And then they go through the house and they find the body of the 4-year-old little guy in the freezer. But he'd locked the mother out of the garage. And from what I have found out, he used the little girl, like the little girl was still able to go to school and stuff, but he has used the little girl as leverage to dominate the mother. So if you leave this house without me, if you touch my phone, like whatever the conditions are of holding her in that house, he used her own daughter as, it just makes you sick. So the little girl was still able to go to school, and the mum had to act normal in front of the little girl or he was going to hurt the little girl. And if she reached out to anybody, he was going to hurt the little girl. So I've got this video here and we'll play it.
Drinking water before bed reverses diabetes in just 4 weeks. People are eliminating their type 2 diabetes and pre-diabetes by adding this one ingredient.
A search warrant led to police making a gruesome discovery.
We entered the house and discovered the remains of a preschool-age child inside of a freezer.
Police believe the child has been dead since December. The boyfriend is not the father of either of the children involved.
Drinking water before bed reverses
News from Las Vegas Review Journal, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel.
Hello again. I'm Jen Ah, coming to you from the Review Journal studio with more breaking news. Las Vegas police find the remains of a young boy inside a freezer, and they say the mother's cry for help led to his body. According to police, this all started when a young girl brought a letter to her elementary school today written by her mother. The mother wrote that she was being held against her will and had not seen her younger child since December.
School police then contacted Metro. At that point, we were advised and began an investigation. Patrol officers and detectives set up surveillance on the house that's located directly behind me.
At around 10 this morning in Northeast Las Vegas, detectives reportedly saw the mother and her boyfriend get into a car and leave the house.
Patrol officers stopped the vehicle and detained the male, who is a Hispanic male in his late 30s.
The mother then confirmed to officers she was being abused, not allowed to leave the house or go into the garage. During their search, police say they later found the younger child's remains inside a freezer in the garage. Now, they believe the boy had been dead since early December. The suspect faces kidnapping and murder charges. Police say the girl who brought the note to school is currently with other family members tonight.
I also urge anybody who is going through situations where you feel that you cannot handle a child, you can bring that child to a hospital, you can bring that child to a fire station, you can call 211. There are a lot of resources out there, so we are not out here discussing such a tragic situation that I'm talking about right now.
Now you can see Metro Homicide Detective Lieutenant Ray Spencer getting emotional there toward the end. He's also urging anyone with info to step forward and contact Crime Stoppers to remain anonymous. To read more, go to lvrj.com or our RJ mobile app. I'm Jen Ah. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again on 7 at 7 a.m. and p.m.
You've been
I don't know how he explained Christmas. Like, where's the little guy over Christmas? All of that. Like, oh, did you guys not hear it? Did you guys hear the talking in the video? Or did I forget to press the audio? They really are demons. It's just, yeah, I couldn't stop thinking about it when I come across it last night, and I'm just like, I'm trying to find the photo of the hole he dug. Like, it is a massive freaking hole. Oh no, that's not even it. Yeah, it just blows your mind, doesn't it? How
We had an unprecedented loss of.
I'll see if I can find it on here. So this is the building. But yeah, he's totally used the little girl to that's the mum. Oh, look at him, guys. He's just so gorgeous. That's the house. So he was in this garage right here. There's a big memorial set up there now. Why are you playing? Go away. He looks like all that too, doesn't he? Yeah, I don't know where the photos of the hole went. Oh my God, you guys didn't even see what I just clicked on. There's no, here. I don't think that's the photo though. No, that's a different. Isn't it horrible that you could say, oh no, that's for a different child? Like, I think the message in what that officer was just saying is so important. Hang on, I'll stop sharing that one. I think that's the one we might have just played. Yeah, it is. But yeah, it's, hi, Joan Spring. How are you? He was going to bury the freezer, Lisa Jones. The hole was more square than rectangle. That's why I'm thinking it might have been, you know, like a square. In Australia, we call them chest freezers. I don't know if you guys call them that or not. But I'm thinking, because it was a really deep square hole. And I can't find the photos now. But to me, the hole looked like he was intending on burying the whole freezer. I just don't know how he's managed to keep this contained within that house since early December. It's crazy to me. I know, Hollyberry, it's really, really sad. But yeah, if anyone, we have to keep trying to push that more and more and more. If you're not coping and you don't want to parent anymore, you know, it's better to just drop him off somewhere. That was like that story during the week with the mother. You know, at least he's alive. And yeah, she could have dropped him somewhere a lot better than where she did, but she didn't kill him or anything like that. So little ones, do you know at most boyfriends do not like guys like this dude? They feel like male attention. They don't like their girlfriends been so close to another male, even if it's their 4-year-old son, and it's more often against the little boy kids. It's just horrific. But look at Serenity and little Oakley. Hi, proud Aussie Nan. How are you? Very low vet. Oh my God, yes, Joan Spring. I'm not usually, I wouldn't say I'm very educated in wars and things like that. Like I've never gone into historical battles and things, but what is going on now with the Ukraine and Russia, I just can't get my head around the fact that Putin thinks that this is okay and he's justified. Like, well, yes, Miss Justice, it is a lot of digging. If you'd seen the size of the hole, if I find it, I will definitely save it for tomorrow. I'll see if, I'll just see if I can. I was on the laptop last night, not up here, so. Yes, there's been a lot of cases where people have buried the whole freezers. Oh, absolutely, Joan. I don't understand how an adult can be so jealous of their girlfriend's child. I don't watch him much, but I caught a few things today that freaked me out. Who don't you watch much? No, I will go back and watch though, just so I can. I do a bit of hate watching, as they're now given it a term. The men now know to strike at the mother's heart and will use a baby to hurt her the most. Well, that's all it is. That's all it can be. I will never, ever, and I hope I don't ever understand it. Yeah, it's getting really scary though, Joan, isn't it? I've seen some footage this morning which they're now trying to say could be fake. You know, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's a little video going around where they're saying it's a Russian tank that ran over civilian cars with people in it. But I was, just before I come live, they were trying to say it was actually a Ukraine tanker running over a rogue Russian soldier. So I'm not sure what that was about. Oh no, Jackie Jude. I ripped my knee apart and hurt my shoulder. Holy crap. Have you gone to the doctors? That's not good. That's really, really hurt. Oh, I can feel the pain. Is there a way to talk on Discord? Just wondering if there's a voice option. Yeah, there is, Grammy. We can do that. Hang on, I'll have a look. I am having a look as we speak. As I speak. Okay. Voice channel. By making a channel private, only selected roles will have access to read. What do you mean? Oh, channel name. I'm just making one right this second, Grammy. I've just called it Down Under Voice for now. Why isn't it there? Ah, there we go. Oh no, we've got two different ones. How did it? Do you know I've never clicked on that before? Hang on. Well, we've got two in there now because I didn't realise there was already automatically one in there. But yeah, we do have two. One's just called General, and the one I just made is called Down Under Voice. Yeah. Put on. Jackie, I walked out on the icy porch and did a cartoon flip and landed flat on my back. Oh my God. On the stairs. My God, girls. You guys need to rest today. Heal up a little bit. You need to sit down, relax, get a couple of smoothies and sit on YouTube for the rest of the evening. I formally give you permission to equal. What's the Discord? Josie, it's an app you download. Hang on, I'll see if I can get the link in here. I'm just grabbing a fresh link because every time I put one on, they expire every 7 days. So if you don't, I'm down under. Invite people. I'm just getting a link. So Josie, if you just download the app, and then accept or click on this link that I've just popped in the chat now, it will open into, I think we have a few chat rooms in there now. One's like, but harder to catch Sharon in there, I know. I have been better the last couple of days. I thought I would be on Easy Street when we got home from Bateman's Bay and back into normal routine. But it's just been one thing after another every day. I had the little grandson for during the week as well. So it was a bit hard to come live when I had him because I wanted to give him all my attention and snuggles. And he's crawling. He's crawling everywhere right now. Oh, maybe we can do that. Where did Discord go? Hang on. I've got more photos in Discord. pets. So we have the Summer Wells tab, we have the Passion and Pets tab, and fabric tab. And yes, I have been not very, hang on, I'll see if I can save it. I'll save it there. I'm just saving the pic so I can show you guys more puppy spam. Now it's gone again. Oh, really? Oh, this one's super cute. Oh, that's the one you guys seen. I wonder how Beagle Mama's Abby is going. Beagle Mama, if you watch this on replay, we love Abby. She is just beautiful. Okay. I'm going to see if I can share these next few photos. It's really difficult. Hang on. Share screen. That was the very first puppy. Oh, sugar. Can you guys see it? That was her very, very first puppy when he came out. And there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 born there. She was such a good girl. No, not that one. That one's just so sweet, isn't it? I'll get some more this afternoon when I pop over and say hi. Oklahoma, how are you? Yeah, Discord's free. You just download the app with Samsung, Android, it's Play Store. And I'm not sure with iPhone what their store's called. But you just go in there, download the app, and I'll renew I'll do it now because once I get off, my brain is like a sieve and I'll forget. I'm just putting it in the community tab as well right now. Fresh Discord link. Not just. It's done. So if you missed the Discord link in the chat, it's on the community tab. Yeah, I haven't seen you for ages, Oklahoma. Who's get in trouble in there too? No, she had 11 all up, Jackie Jude. When the vet said there was 5, maybe 7. Oh my God. Imagine how sore her little teats are today after 3 days. What's Joan Spring? Funny watching my son chase him. Oh my God. Good enough to feed a cat on a plane. Oh, I don't think any of us will forget that. That was the funniest thing ever. Yeah, I have too, Oklahoma. It just seems like every day I've had jobs to do. Oh, I've got exciting news on the personal front I wanted to tell you guys. So you know how I go, we got a road trip coming Monday, my time, which will be Tuesday, your time, but I'll schedule it. So where we go to buy the fabric, she's half an hour away for those who've been on the other road trip. And 2 nights ago, she sent me a message and asked me if I would like to take on all her long arm quilting customers. So she does a huge area and is well known to all her area of quilters. So they will make the quilt tops like I show you guys that I'm working on, and then you take them to your long arm quilter, which is what I've got as well, that big purple machine I've showed you guys in a little short. Yeah, and she said with the way the shop is right now, she can't physically or mentally keep up with doing the long arm quilting and the shop. And I get that because it's a lot to try and do both. And she said, I'm happy to give you all the quilting. And I was blown away because that is huge for me. So the funny thing about it, because you always know I've got to be me and be a dumbass, it was actually Thursday night. So I was right, 2 nights ago. I was planning. I thought it was like Tuesday. And I said, oh, cool, that's awesome. Thanks so much. I said, I'll be over on Friday. Like to get supplies. And she goes, so tomorrow? I said, no, Friday. And she goes, that's tomorrow. And I thought, God, this has kicked off in a good way, hasn't it? I don't even know what bloody day of the week it is, as usual. Yeah, so I said, yeah, okay, well, we'll make it Monday then. So she was like, she's like me. She's like us. She knows that I'm a bit batshit crazy. So I'm going to go out. So over the weekend, I've got 3 quilts to quilt for customers of my own around here. I've got to get that done. And I've got to make up some brochures to take over so she can have them in the shop to give to people with a price list and details and all that sort of stuff. So like that's big to get a whole region worth of works without having to buy a business or anything. I'll just, and because it's only half an hour, I can like do a weekly pick up drop off type situation. So it's cool. I was really, really excited. Yeah, I'm guys, I've got a $50,000 machine sitting there, and since we closed the shop, like I get the customers that I had in the shop, but I haven't worked on promoting it because I didn't want to overcommit while we had both girls and with appointments and everything. It was just really, really hard. So I haven't tried to build it at all. But now they say everything happens for a reason. And I've always been a believer in that. And yeah, it's crazy. But, you know, like now with only having Layla here, it's freed me up. I'm not so, like when they're in primary school, it feels like you've got a job to do at school nearly every day. Like if it isn't home reading, it's this or that or whatever. and I was always running around with school. And now I'm not even allowed to get out of the car at high school. Layla's like, no, I'm good. We'll stay right there, you know. So it's different. I'm not needed as much, which is great. Like, it's great to watch Layla become more independent, where she was, as a little one, when she first come to live with us permanently, although she was here every day anyway, she was always so timid and shy, no confidence. She'd hide behind you if someone come into the shop, and yeah, now it's like, nah, off you go, Nan, you're good. So I was so excited about that. It just means you guys are going to have to teach me some time management skills. Yeah, I'm not going to be leaving here whatsoever. I will mostly quilt on the big machine of a night time, and I'll be here during the day. I don't know what it is, but I love using the big machine when it's dark. It's just cool. And it's easier to, believe it or not, it is easier to see things better on this machine overnight with the downlights on compared to during the day. Looks like I'm staying longer. I was going to unsub and cancel my membership as soon as I got that quilt. Oh, really? Oh, my God. I know you would never do that. Oh, you might. No, you wouldn't. Would you, Suzanne? I think she loves me. She's my mother. You can't lose me now. Jesus. Oh, I shouldn't say that word. Can you make the quilts heavy? Heavy. So the main wadding I use is 80% wool. It's Australian made, and it's called Matilda's Own. And it's 80% wool, 20% polyester, and it's quite heavy and lofty. And if I want a really warm quilt, or I've got a special quilt that I want the quilting to really stand out on and make it super puffy, I haven't got one I can just pull out and show you. I'll bring it up to the studio tomorrow and show you the difference between. So if I want them super lofty, super heavy, I use 2 layers of wadding for the middle, and then when you stitch it, it puffs up, and it's just, oh, I can't even explain it. It just makes it super spongy, and the quilting stands out heaps more. See, I get super excited when I talk about the quilting. How long does it take to finish a quilt in the long arm? So there's 2 different types of quilting. There's pantograph, which is like and mine's computerized. So 8 stitches, you can make it stitch from whichever way you want, but I have it set up so it stitches from left to right, and you do the whole width of the quilt, and then you move your quilt up, and then you do your next row and next row and next row. So depending on the design, a really super quick design with not a lot of detail in, say, a twin size quilt could take like 3 hours. But if it's like a queen to king size and it's a really detailed design, it could take like 6-7 hours. It just depends on the design, really, and how big your quilt is. It is super quick, but when I've got them on there, whether it's my quilt or someone else's quilt, I do not leave that machine while it's stitching. I'm standing there for every stitch. Yeah, you think that, Suzanne, you think they're super, super heavy, but super costly to, they're heavy, but they're not too heavy, if that makes sense. Super costly to post as well. Super costly to post as well, I think you meant. Yeah, that's why I'm driving yours to you. I told you guys the other day I'm going to hand deliver it. Oh, where's the photo? I'll take a fresh photo. Oh, did it? Yes, I did. The design was hearts. And I don't think I ever mentioned this, but you know how I did the label? I never even took photos of that. The label on the back, it was the same as the summer. You know how I print summer's photos on that fabric paper? I did a love heart shape one with all them little messages and printed it through the printer and hand stitched that onto the back of it in the shape of a love heart. I don't know why I never took photos of that. You have true dedication to your work. No, it's just, I don't know. It's a mixture of a passion and an addiction. I can't explain it. It was like something was always missing, like there was something I wanted, but I could never find what I wanted. And once I walked into a patchwork shop, it was like my world was complete. And it was really weird the other night when I was over at Shelby's house, and they've just bought a new lounge, and sitting on the lounge is a quilt I made for Shelb when she was, I don't know, 14 maybe. And it was one of the very first quilts I made on a sewing machine. So it was like, oh my God, I forgot all about this one. It was all diamonds and it's super faded because they use it. Like they've used it constantly since Shelby was 14. So it was really cute to see it and see that they're still using it every day. I love sewing and quilting. It's relaxing and it's so awesome to see your creation when it's done. Yeah, it's really satisfying. Like I get so excited when I've done a bit more and I'll show you guys one of the, oh, sugar. If I get time tomorrow, I'm going to quilt this baby. And, okay, I'll turn the camera on for a minute, but don't take any notice. I'm just brushing my hair because it was a bit crappy. I think I've showed you guys before, but I'm never going to use it. Hang on. Oh, Miss Puss is here. I do not like this camera. It's so close. I wish there was a way I could learn to get it way back. Can you guys see this? It's doubled over, so it's pretty big. Hang on. Make it sit. I'm not going to stand up because I don't have a bra and that's not, we don't want to be doing that. And I actually have pajama pants on. Damn typo spring. Oh my God, there's a patchwork shop in my street. Are you kidding me? What's it called, Suzanne? Please don't say it's Shirley Stitches. So I'm going to send this out. I'm going to quilt it tomorrow. Yeah? It's beautiful. Oh, thank you. It is pretty cute if you like pinks and florals. And a lot of these I still have on the bolt. But it's a gorgeous starry type pattern. I just think it's cute as. But it's just going to sit there. And I would rather finish it and someone have it that's going to love it. See. Oh, thanks, Holly Berry. And yeah, so as well as getting his brochures made, if I just use Publisher, that should work pretty good, shouldn't it? Microsoft Publisher to make brochures. We do love the pink, don't we, Suzanne? But Suzanne's one, every single hexagon is stitched together by hand. That's why it's taken forever. And that's sort of what I do over night time when I'm sitting watching stuff, not watching, playing up in chat rooms. You love it, Lisa Jones? Yeah, it is. They're beautiful. The designer of this range is, she's still alive, Robin Pandolf. And she always mostly has gorgeous florals, sort of like shabby chic type style. No, I'm really not Jackie Jude. I'm pretty basic. There's so many talented people that do so much better stuff. And you're learning all the time. If we like pink, pink is my world. I just adore pink. I had a years and years ago, when our kids were real little, we bought like one of the really old fashioned fridges that was sort of rounded, and it was super old when we bought it, and we only bought it to be a shed fridge. So I painted it bright red. I know, right? And then did great big pink circles all over it. Oh my God, Eureka Patchwork. Really? Let's have a look. Eureka. I hate the internet sometimes. Why does it do this shit to me and nobody else? Only me. I'm just seeing if it comes up. That's super exciting. It is. They have a website. You can sort of get a feel for the shop with what sort of fabrics they sell. No, that's pretty cool. Oh, I really like that one. I'll share, but I won't share where it's at, Suzanne. This is Civil War type stuff. $20 a meter, are you kidding me? That's cheap as chips. Hang on. Shop. So she has some Asian stuff, assorted stuff, florals, pre-cuts. Pre-cuts are cool. And it's amazing how much you can get out of these little pre-cut packs. But when you're talking about the weight of quilts, I've totally gone off topic there. I know, they're gorgeous. So the main one that most people want is the wool. But for babies' quilts and little kids' quilts, most people want the 100% cotton because it's less flammable, and apparently it's heaps safer for little ones, and it's a lot lighter too. But once they're about 2, I start putting in the wool wadding. These are beautiful. But we've still got half of them fabrics from Chase's quilt left too. If anyone liked them fabrics, we can definitely use the leftovers in a different design. Garden Delights. Beautiful. Yes, so Monday we'll do a road trip over there. Oh, I've got to show you. Hang on. We'll go Instagram and I'll show you what we've got put away. It is hang on. 2 days ago, I didn't even see this come in. Oh my freaking God. So this is the fabric I got that is now on Suzanne's quilt, this bottom one. But I haven't got these 2 yet. So we'll be getting some of that on Monday. I haven't seen them ones. Oh my God. Look at this top floral. Oh, you guys can't even bloody see it. Why didn't you tell me? Shit. Wait till you see this. My God, it's going to blow your mind. Instagram, share. Look at this top one. Okay. I reckon we should get 2 meters. Oh, no. 2 meters of this one, and there's 4 fabrics in there, Sharon. 2 meters of the floral. It's a laundry basket quilt. We have to give her a love. Okay, so you guys look at this one in the green. So this bottom one is the one, now that you guys can see it, that I've used on a border on Suzanne's. But look, this one could fussy cut. Oh my God. We have to have some of that. No, we need to go back to patchwork on Parker. We could also make some pillows to get out quickly. They've got them pink too. Holy crap. I'm not. Hey, Suzanne, check out the yellow. Just for anyone who doesn't know, Suzanne hates yellow. Laughing out the frog one. Aren't they beautiful? Usually when we go down the coast, there's 3 different patchwork shops I go to. One used to be at Maruya, but now it's moved to Browley. And there's one in Mogo. No, there's actually 2 in Mogo. And when we went up to Ulladulla last year, I found another one up there that was really, really good as well. And hubby drove out to Browley on one of our days there. Oh my God, this is the one I really, really love. Look at this vintage little print here. Isn't it gorgeous? I know it's yellow, Suzanne. It's lovely even though it's yellow. Yeah, I loved it. I think it's in another shade as well. How do I get out of here? Look at them. Jesus. So they're the ones we got last trip. Remember? Look at this. You've got to just love this, Suzanne, even though it's yellow. I just think that is so adorable. And it's nice and neutral for your grandbaby when it comes. For when it comes. See this one? Oh, I've already told her I wanted a meter of each. Here I am. I was straight on it. Anyway, hubby purposely drove out to Browley thinking I would want to go there to the patchwork shop. And he pulls over and he said, so you're going to go in and have a look? And I said, no. He said, really? I said, no. I had already checked her out on Instagram and stuff, and there was nothing that stood out to me like, yeah, I need some of that, like we do. I don't know. It was just boring. But why isn't it showing me everything? Why is it doing this? That's weird. And look at this one. Just stunning. Suzanne, I was thinking of this one for your final outside border, because when all these hexagons are done, oh dear, I need water. I don't have a cup up here. What I do is I have a strip of fabric for the 4 sides that I then hand applique your big piece onto. Does that make sense? And I was thinking this for the final border would look amazing. Oh, Stephanie Saresi. Hello, good to see everyone done with cancer drugs, which made me feel seasick when watching videos. Missed your company very much. Oh, we've missed you too, Stephanie. So it's all done. That is the best news. It's an awesome feeling. I totally get where you're at. And yeah, I understand what the drugs do to you. I was batshit crazy the whole time I was on all the cancer stuff. I used to drive up the wrong side of the street. I was like, I'm normally, I don't know, ditzy, but I was really, really not on the planet. Now that Sharon knows you have a quilt shop near you, I think your quilt will come along faster. Eating my heart out here. Aww. So do you like it, Suzanne? Whatever I think. I think I might put yellow. I was telling everyone I love them, total strangers. Yeah. Oh, I would go from extremes, Stephanie. One day I'd totally love them. And the next time it would be like, don't even look at me. I swear to God, I'll rip your head off. And that's just not even me. I was so bipolar. It was crazy. No one knew what I was going to be like from day to day, even myself. It's so hard. But I'm so glad that it's done and dusted. Love, 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 just do it. No, it's got to be 3 loves. My little thing is if something's really good, it's love, love, love. Just for future references. It's always got to be 3 loves. Just so you know. Might change to yellow in a few years. No, I don't think. But it is surprising how a tiny little bit of yellow or orange in a quilt can make every other colour pop out. It's a true story. Take it from me. That is just gorgeous. But yeah, I think that would be beautiful with your pinks, and that is just, I think that's my favourite so far this year. I know we're only into February, but look at it. Just darling. I don't know why it's doing this. Just give me the whole page. Oh, so this is Tea and Cake. This is little Sonia from the fabric shop. And we've got this one with the foxes and Bambis and all that. And we've got all this. And we've got these ones. She wouldn't mind me showing her picture because she just wouldn't mind. I know she wouldn't. She's actually excited that we're sharing her fabrics. So I'm making 2 of these at the moment. One's for myself and one's for my sister. Mine, I only have a tiny little bit up here, like this much to do, and it's done. But because I've used, like this lady has, one fabric for all the centers, dumbass here has run out of that fabric. And I'm trying to find it so I can finish mine. My friend Annie, I know she has some, but she's been looking for it for 2 weeks and can't find it. And if you've seen her fabric stash, you would understand why. And I think I've showed you guys the one I'm doing for my sister. But yeah, that's I finished. I hope I get to quilt that one. That'll be super special. She doesn't put a lot of, we've got all these. We've got all these. We've got all these. So the one I'm after, I'll show you here, is the same as this blue fabric, but it's in the white. And she's sold out and can't get it again. It's not in them piles. Anyway, I'll find some somewhere. Well, here's one Sonia did. This one's called Sweet Madeline. And I've got all the papers and templates to do that. It's super cute. It's a good scrappy one to use up all your little bits. Oh, damn, hate when that happens. I know. You think I would have learnt by now. And I only need enough to do like 10 or 12 hexagon centers. That's what makes it even more frustrating. But yeah, Annie, we've got these. We've got these. It's crazy. But anyway, which ones are we going to have a look at on Monday? It might be a dangerous thing getting all this quilting work though. If I'm going to do a weekly pick up and drop off, I'll be in there when deliveries come in. It will be dangerous. That's what hubby said last night. So you think you're actually going to make money out of it if you're going to be over there twice a week? Oh, God love him. He knows me too well. But I've already put the 2 baby type ones, I've already put them away. And now that I've mentioned, did I say that one? I'll be there Monday anyway, so. Quilted myself vertically striped hippie trousers while I couldn't watch beds. Well, I did stripes of patchwork atop of jeans. I love them. I got better with every stitch. You do, don't you, Stephanie? I wanted to do that for a couple of hubby's work pants. And he's like, no. He wouldn't let me do it. I'm like, come on, it'll be so cute. It's like, piss off. That's very cool. But yeah, it is. It's relaxing. It sounds like you enjoyed it, Stephanie. That sister that took your... Yeah, it's the same sister that I'm doing this other one for, the tea and cake. I have lots of little boy fabric, Lord and girl. Don't tell... Oh, Suzette, no. We've got heaps. Thank you so much, little devil. You don't have to do that though. It's all good. You have a new baby grandson. Maybe I can do 2 at the same time, Lawton Girl. Because I don't know if I'm allowed to say so. Our beautiful Miss Libby. Oh, she's done it again. Jesus Christ. Stop. You naughty girl. Thank you, Suzanne. So that'll be in our March road trip. Thank you so much. You're a princess. Oh, Lawton Girl. Thank you. You guys. Libby, Miss Libby Lessons has a new grandson as well. I don't know if she's actually told people, so I hope I'm not in trouble. You're excited for the fabric. Wait till Monday and we get to touch it and feel it and pat it. I like to have a driver when I go so I can just sit and pat it all the way home. Isn't that crazy? And when I get home, I leave it in the plastic bag and I get me cuppa and I just sit there and take it out. And I like, it's just special. Smell it, pat it, and play with it. I forgot what I was talking about. Lawton Girl. We will okay. What I'm going to do is on my community page, after I have some lunch, I'll put some photos up of some little boy, baby boy fabrics I've got. And when I don't want to overcommit, as in I'm going to do this tomorrow, like I like. Once I get these quilts quilted for customers tomorrow and the brochures made, and then we do our road trip Monday, I'll start working on some baby boy sewing machine quilts that are super quick. And I should be able to get like 2 cot quilts done in like 3 days, binded, finished, ready to go. But you've got to remember, it'll take 2 weeks to get there from Australia, usually 10 days. Let's just pray that the world comes good, and I'm just really stressing about cyber attacks and all that sort of stuff. But I don't want to, let's not, I would rather talk about fabric and positive things. Oh, that's so exciting. I can't believe my little grandson's now 7 months and he's crawling around everywhere. He's got 4 teeth and it feels like he was only born a couple of weeks ago. It's crazy. 2 months. Oh, okay. So I thought you meant like just in the last week or so. Okay, well, I'll show you the photos on Community tab of fabrics and you can pick the fabrics. Don't stress fabric. Yeah, it's... So whenever there's some sort of really horrible thing happening in the world, I get overly obsessed. So I've got to know everything about what's going on and watch non-stop coverage of everything. Like I do it with cyclone watches. I do it just with anything that is really big and unusual, and I can't stop watching. So my friend that'll be here in a couple of hours, oh, it's Saturday. Yeah, right. Is it really? It is Saturday, isn't it? Yeah. She'll be here about 5. I'm doing it now with the war, and I'm driving myself insane because it's like I can't not know. I've got to hear what's happening. And my friend Annie, she will text me all day, turn the TV off, stop watching, walk away. No, I don't watch TV, Suzanne. I have it on my phone. I was teaching my husband the other night all about where it has stemmed from and how Putin thinks that Ukraine is his, and because he didn't know why it was happening, like the underlying cause of it. So we're lying in bed and I'm rattling off. Now this is what's going on. The floods, yep, every flood that they have on Australian TV that's like non-stop coverage. Oh, there's a flood now. The floods up north, ACS man died in his flooded van. Oh, you're kidding me. We were supposed to have really bad rain for the next week, but it hasn't happened. We had a big storm yesterday afternoon that I had to do a 2-hour round trip to pick Georgia up in, and it looked like we were driving into hell. It was that black, and I don't know what happened. It just seemed we caught the tail end of it, and like it was really heavy rain, but it wasn't bad, thank goodness. That's really sad. And he died I can't. And Sydney and the coast are copping it pretty bad too right now. It's been raining there all week, Elena's view. I don't mind like a day or 2 of rain, but it gets a bit depressing, doesn't it? Day after day. Anyway, guys, I might go and have some lunch. It's been awesome to catch up with everybody. I really appreciate you guys coming in and chatting with me. So we're going to have a big week. YouTube during the day, quilting overnight. It's going to be cool. I'm excited. See, I don't much go on that green and yellow dot there. That's not. Sunshine Coast. So that's up further, isn't it? That's up Noosa way. Is that right, Suzanne? I've been to Noosa and Maroochydore. I went on a shop owners retreat up there with Sue Daly. It was so cool. She gave us all 3 bolts of fabric to bring home after it. It was just awesome to mix with and network with other shop owners and learn better ways of doing everything, you know. Okay, guys, I'm going to go and eat. Susan's told me I have to go and eat. Probably get some water. Yeah, I'll be around. I just want to have a quick look and see. Oh, that Jamie guy's on. Prayer Garden's on. Who else is on? It's crazy that there's so many I've pulled back from lately that I don't watch anymore at all. Yeah, even before Maroochydore. Oh no, I'm gonna have to go and catch up. Gympie was bad as well. The lady who owned our patchwork shop here they retired and moved to Yamba, but that's in New South Wales, isn't it? Okay, I'm going. I'll stop. I'll stop talking, and I'll be back tomorrow, and I will schedule so you guys know whether I'm late or not. Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks, mods. And I'll put the photos up, Lawton girls, so you can pick. You going to bed. Okay. I love you all, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.